Everyone, Thursday Stream Clinic. And today we have a special guest. Here is Albert Tong. Hi, Albert.
Hi, are you
And
great?
thanks, I'm fine. Today I will be the host, Greg, the videographer. So, yes, we have a special guest for today, and we would like to discuss about some special topics. Albert is a good friend of us. I can say that. I think Albert.
Yes, of course.
uh, yes. So let's jump into this Surgeon Stream Clinic with you. So the stage is yours. Just please tell us about yourself. Uh, who are you? When and why did you start to work with LTD communities? And what are your working experiences and etc.
Okay, thank you, Greg, for hosting me today. So I still remember a few weeks ago I was hosting you in my Facebook group. So we
Yes.
have a good session, and today we're going to reverse the role. So first about myself. So guys, my name is Albert Tan. For those who do not know me, I started to use this lifetime deal software or SaaS product back in maybe 2014, August. So I still remember my first free product was a LastPass Premium, free 1 year deal from AppSumo. And this LastPass Premium is actually a password manager. So that is my first experience with this LTD. So it got me hooked into the LTD, and over the years I have bought many LTDs, from various sources, including AppSumo, Pitch Crown, that kind of things. So my first LTD is actually share an image. Uh, Maybe some of you might not know it. It is called Stencil now, or you get Stencil, and it was very cheap. $25 per lifetime, and I'm still using it up to today. Of course, there are many graphic solution now in the market, but this is my first LTD graphic designer solution. So for myself, I started a Facebook group called Download Silo in March 2018, but it was not really active until when the COVID-19 came along. So I spent my last 20 years of my business career in software training before we actually go into this LTD community. So I actually quit, shut down my business in 2020 during the COVID-19 period. So officially now I'm a retired man, but then running a LTD community, using software is my hobby and also my pastime, and also become my full-time job now. So that's how I get into this LTD community.
Nice, nice, nice. At which point did you decide you should try live streaming? You know, why did you think it was a good idea or not? Uh, did someone inspire you, perhaps, or what was the first impression?
Okay, so to turn back the history and then to look back, so as you know, my country is Malaysia, and it had its first COVID total lockdown,
Yeah.
on March 18, 2020. It was when I put my attention to growing my LTD Facebook community, because I shut down my business after that, because there's no customer, no business, so there's nothing I can do. So during that time, I decided to put attention, maybe to go into this LTD Facebook community, and I retired since then. So my first live streaming was done on 19 April 2021. I take out my date. It was 19 April 2021. It was with a founder of a WordPress plugin called Ducklab. So the founder is Mr. Shahin Salihin from Bangladesh. And incidentally, he was introduced by my LTD friend. His name is Asif Muhammad, also from Bangladesh. So that is my first live streaming. So during that time, I saw that there are not many people or not many founders who are actually doing live streaming, to demo their product. So it struck me that, why don't we do it, so that I can help some SaaS founder or startup to get more eyeball from the LTD community, and from my group as well. And for your information, I have done over 130 live streaming with various SaaS founders. So it's not a lot, but then I'm happy with it. But it's also a very taxing thing, kind of a schedule. So come to think about it, it's actually about 1 or 2 live streaming per week.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a perfect story how to start, and here's a why behind this concept. With the purposes with the Thursday Stream Clinic at Trakango, we would like to help each other. Okay, guys, you don't have to worry about how to start the live streaming. Use an easy way to build your community up actually, and what you can do with the live stream, what you cannot. Uh, and we always talk about what was the hardest part. So actually, what would you say was the hardest part of starting live streaming? The kit, or the imposter syndrome, or being shy on camera, perfectionism, or yes, what was the hardest part?
The most difficult part, I think, will be the mental preparation.
Yes.
So it was totally a new thing for me because I never went live and Facebook live or maybe YouTube live before. Before that, the first live streaming. So when you are doing something new, I think you are fearful of many things. There are many things that can go wrong. Afraid of streaming software that doesn't work. The hardware might fail, or whether if anybody will turn up to watch while we are talking.
Yeah.
So my experience told me, and my advice to people who never done live streaming before is this. Just go and do it for the first time. If you like it, you can continue to do it. But if you don't like it, maybe you can try harder, do a few more times, and give it a shot. The hardware and software is something that very easy to get along. Very easy to get to buy it.
That's a real
It's very
quote.
easy.
That's a real quote.
But the mental challenge is that the one you have to overcome first, because a lot of people have a lot of stage fright, or maybe they think that this will go wrong, that will go wrong. Same for myself. Even though I've done a lot of live streaming before, but now I've been more comfortable of doing live streaming. But the first few times is actually very fearful. Very, I would say, very scared. I very, what you call, not comfortable. Every time we go live streaming for the first few times, is something that you fear that something will fail. So, but after a while, you will get used to it. That's my experience.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have any best practices what it comes to streaming, especially in case of any uses, and how do you solve them? So when you are doing a live stream, you can feel high pressure. Okay, guys, I'm on live. People can watch it in real live, and can you do some comments and that, etc. So, what do you think?
Okay, so when you're talking about best practices from come to streaming,
Yes.
especially in case you have any issue, so to prevent issue from coming up, I basically there are 4 things that I think we can do it. First is actually get your hardware and software ready. You have to test run it before you actually do a demo or do a live stream. You know, with the real person. Just
and
do it.
and check the internet connection. Always before you go on live, guys, always have to check the internet connection. Am I right, Alberto?
Yes, correct. So make sure the internet speed is good enough and stable. I
Yeah.
still remember while I was doing one of the live stream, because the country concerned does not have a good internet connection and very unstable. So we have a lot of issue. Video become gobble. Sometimes the voice you cannot hear, you cannot see the video. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, minimum maybe you need about 10 megabits per second, but the higher the better, for the internet speed. So rule number one. So number two, I believe that you have to do plan your timing. In a live stream, there is always a introduction, a presentation, or the lastly a conclusion. So duration of the live stream, you should be about maybe 1 hour. For me, it's a very sweet spot. But sometimes it could be shorter or could be longer, as depend on your audience, So if you're doing a podcast, maybe it's very much shorter. If you're doing a demo or a product or demo of a discussion on certain SaaS, that it could be longer. Because if your live stream is more than 1 hour, people lose attention unless you have something very interesting for them to grab on to listen to you. So this is what I think. And the best practice number 3 is actually you must run through the sequence, of the live stream. If you're doing live stream yourself, of course, there's no other people to talk to, but you have to know where to stop, where to start, and what to talk, If you are doing with another audience, or maybe if you're a presenter or a guest, you might have to, what they call a rehearse with him or her on the floor, because not many people are what they call well prepared. So do a rehearsal is actually much better. So lastly, number 4, this is very important. Live stream is where people see you on stage live on video. And we know that there are a lot of streaming software in the market. You need to have at least 2 or 3 what I call streaming platform as a backup. I can tell you I have about 10 software in my stable. So if this software fail me, I can actually switch to another software. And it actually happened before. So, but like for today, we are actually using Restream. So Restream is actually one of the what I call software I used before as well.
Yes. So there are many different softwares to use and do a live stream and share. For instance, Restream is a great software to share your live stream on different platforms at the same time. And you can connect the Rack and Go with the Restream and with the other softwares via customer TMP URLs and the keys, So always you have to know what software you should use on the field. Let's say when you use mobile devices, you have to use the Rack and Go, of course. If you do a live stream from your home and just from your desktop or your laptop cameras, you can use other softwares and create a backup with another one, of course. So always, as you said, you have to know what software would you like to use to do a professional live stream, and what is your goal with the live stream. And regarding to the Rack and Go, last time we talked about the Rack and Go a lot, what you can do with this mobile-based software solution, how you can use it. What is your opinion about the Rack and Go?
Okay. Personally, I have not actually used Rack and Go for live stream before. So unfortunately, because I just got it, a few weeks ago from you guys, and I have been on a 1-week holiday, last week. I just got back 2 days ago, So I have done a Facebook live stream with Greg as well, and Greg actually has demo, how to use this Rack and Go, and I believe, this is a very good software or app, for mobile devices, especially for people who are on the go. If you are an influencer or maybe you are a vlogger, it's actually very good. You can actually do your whole studio thing inside the Rack and Go studio, live studio. So I believe that this app is very promising. I have faith in the app, and I have faith in this Greg's team as well. To be frank, so this is what I think. I mean, you guys most probably you would like to check out Rack and Go. Rack, is the lifetime deal still around or is no more?
I think still around, and yes.
Okay, that's good. I mean, guys, if you want to grab it, why don't you check it out? Rack and Go lifetime deal.
Yes. Thank you for your for your feedback. Can you tell us more about your community? It's a great topic, I think. Who are the members, and what is your goal actually? Just to have the people to get the right software with a really fair price.
Okay. My Facebook group is called Download Silo. You guys can check it out. Just tap Download Silo lifetime deal. You find it. So I started it on 11 March, 2018. I actually dig out the date, from the Facebook group. So that was about maybe how many years? About 5 years ago. So, but it was not really active, just set up a group, to get people to join and then discuss, like-minded people to meet people and discuss various kind of software, especially lifetime deals. So, but at the present moment, since I'm retired, I spend, most of my time, my free time in this Facebook group, and we partner with many SaaS founders or maybe companies to organize a weekly giveaway. And most important is live streaming with founders for them to showcase their product and apps. So our members actually consist of various people. They are maybe solopreneur or maybe small business owner, and a big chunk of it will be like a digital marketing agency, maybe a web agency, or maybe graphic design agency, or maybe hosting agencies. So this is how our members comprising of.
So, what was the biggest challenge when you started building up this community?
Okay, so for community building challenges, I would say engagement and
Mhm.
fresh, useful content.
Yes.
You know that social media communities such as Facebook Live, put a lot of emphasis on engagement and also content. So what you do, so that's why we do running weekly software or LTD giveaway, to cooperate with these various founders, and Facebook live streaming, with founders. Now we actually do average one or two Facebook live, but
Mhm.
sometimes because of founders who actually requested, I have actually done, 1 week 4 times, which is actually very tiring, almost every day, So we have a Facebook live streaming. So the biggest challenge that we face right now, at the moment, is actually there are actually some fake account, or maybe I wouldn't say bad account, but there are account that is created to join the what I call Facebook Live, or maybe to join the group just to win the prize. So for the sake of winning the prize. But of course, it's very difficult to tell, just by looking at their profile before actually admitting them to the members. So that's why we need moderators, to see, who are actually trying to game the system or that kind of thing. So
Sure.
this is the
Sure.
challenge.
And what's next? Where do you see things going? Any plans for the near future?
Mhm. Okay, for the future, let's talk about this the trend. So
Yeah.
you know that video is actually a very upcoming trend. So that's why you have this short video reels and YouTube short, that kind of thing. And every time people look at short, they get engaged. So it's the same for video and live streaming. So I would foresee that video will become more and more important. So that's why I would like to encourage people to go for live streaming. Maybe to sell your product, or maybe to teach a tutorial, that kind of thing. So for myself, for my future plan, as I told you, Greg, I would like to start a podcast channel. To
Yeah.
interview some SaaS founders. To share their success story, maybe failures, and to pick their brain. That is more important, because a lot of people are actually learning, how to run their business well. And there are a lot of people, from various kind of field, maybe non-software as well. For example, people from SEO, people from artificial intelligence, or maybe from marketing. And the last thing that we intend to do, for my group will be, we are doing some we are thinking of doing some exclusive software deal direct from founders. Maybe you know that a lot of people go to PitchGround, go to AppSumo, or go to Deal Mirror to launch a product. So maybe I would like to talk to some founders, who might want to do a exclusive deal with us. So this is on my head, but who knows? We might be able to do that. And lastly, other than that, we have planned to have a community outside Facebook. You know why? Because we want to have to on our own platform. because Facebook is not owned by us. It can shut down our Facebook group anytime, including Greg. Your Facebook group, if something go wrong, somebody complain or whatever, it can actually shut you down. So we want to do some mitigation, in case things get bad, whatever. So this is just our future plan.
So you're retired, but actually you are not retired. So you have so many great plans. So Albert, thank you very much for sharing these thoughts with us today and being a guest here at the Stream Clinic, the Rock and Go. It was a very informative discussion with you. So thank you very much for being here today. And guys, if you have any comments or questions, just please leave in the chat section or contact us anytime if you have any special questions regarding to the Albert. Please do, and keep in touch. Let's see you in the next one. Thank you.
Sure. And I would like to say thanks to Greg for inviting me, to this session, to share my little experience, what I have. What I have told you guys is actually what I've experienced. And I do encourage you people to do some live streaming yourself, or with your partner, or maybe whatever method, So, and don't forget, choose a good software, including Red and Go. That is a must.
Thank you very much, Albert.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.